One of the nice things about full-time RVing is we get to follow the weather. So when it gets cold, we move on. If it gets hot, at least in theory, we move on. Of course, we haven't done that yet. But the negative part about following the weather, especially in the spring, is you're also following allergens. And if you have allergies, like we started in Arizona where it gets warm quickly, so allergies started in March. Then we moved on through April and May to New Mexico, then up here to Wyoming, and we're just following the blooming of trees and flowers and things like that, which is good for many reasons, but man, my eyes have been completely red off and on for basically this entire trip. That's the only negative. I wouldn't give it up for anything. I love following the weather. But you also follow the allergies. That's something that I never really thought of before.
It's worse right now too because we're super close to the, not super close, but we're close to the Badger Creek fire, and so there's smoke and ash in the air, and that hurts your eyes as well and your nose. So I feel like it's even worse right now. We are going on a super fun adventure, hopefully. We're stopped at a traffic thing right now, but we're going to a wild horse sanctuary. It's a little bit close to the forest that's on fire, so they haven't canceled it yet, so I think we're still gonna go. But yes. That was amazing. I think that was one of the best tours I've ever done in my life. It was just the two of us. It was $40 a person, which seems like a bunch, but 2 hours. And since no one else was on the tour, just us with the son of the, well, I guess he's the grandson of the original owners of the ranch. Gave us all sorts of history, got to go in and see the 350 horses that they have, that they are working with. They were all wild horses. They've all been collected by the government because of the wild horse problem. There being way too many of them on wild lands. They were all given chances to be adopted out, and for one reason or another they weren't adopted out. And so now this ranch has 350 of them, and they have to just keep them fed. They have all this grassland, so that's pretty easy. And then they run tours so you can go out and see them, and they're super cool. We had some come right up to us. They're really curious, but these are horses that have never been worked, so it's just really interesting. And the wildflowers and the mountains, it was phenomenal. But if you're anywhere near Laramie, You need to go check out Deerwood Ranch Eco Horse Sanctuary. Amazing. We may just come back and do that again next year. We'll see.
My glasses are coming off. I mean, it's getting real. The thickest honey of any dark beer we have. It's our darkest, even though it's the lowest ABV.
Our greatest fear should not be failure, but of succeeding at something that doesn't really matter. We had a delicious lunch at the Coal Creek Tap House and some good beer. Walked around downtown, saw the murals, it was awesome. And now for a quick stop at the University of Wyoming to check out some of the buildings and their famous T-Rex. Apparently, the legend goes, if you can throw a pine cone into his mouth, you will pass all your finals. Lots of pine cones on the ground. I don't know what that says.
They didn't pass their finals.